All right, I'm just gonna run a few maps. I put my item filter to level 6, so not a lot of items are gonna drop. I have 6 maps to complete before I can run this guy, so let's just do that. Oh, reflect melee fizz. That would have been an instant death. Reflect melee fizz. It's scanning my build. Okay, that's also really rough, but I'm gonna do it. It's not like I have a build full of auras. Now the objective of this is normally not how I run maps. I'm gonna try to be a little bit on the quickness with the map runs. Because normally I'm picking up loot and I'm not trying to like rush through the map, but this time I'm gonna rush through. God, that leap slam's too fast. I'm just not gonna use it. come on. I placed that like 5 times. You guys see me hit that ball cleave like a champion. Of course, I didn't kill that last guy, so I had to move on. What the hell? Obviously not familiar with this map. Weapon swap. I shouldn't do it. I'm just not good at it. You guys want to see just my Mirages fight? I guess I have to spawn them with Cleave. They stayed spawned for a while. I thought I was spawning them with Leap Slam, but I was spawning them with Cleave. I don't need this one. Oh well. Oops, I went in the butthole. Immune to fire, immune to cold. That's pretty good. Oh, attributes. Well, that was a quick little run. I just wanted to do that real fast. I went and bought this. I'm not sure it's quite worth it. You get a lot of bonuses in the fact that I don't have to use Awakened... What's that thing called? Awaken Enhanced support. Because it gets just as much. Well, 2% less. But it gets what's needed in order to get 5 rage on hit for Cleave. Let's do something funny. To cap this off. We got Awaken Enhanced, Cleave, and faster attack speeds. Let's go fight this blue boss. Oh, I'm gonna need Fortify too. Let's go fight this blue boss on a pseudo 4 link. And see how long we can sustain Berserk. Stuff. Blue boss. I'm gonna cater this roll because I don't need anything crazy. That's fine. That's excellent. More life. Perfect. That is perfect. That's exactly what I want. Now let's see how long we can sustain Berserk. I shouldn't have hit Warcry because I wanted to see it charge up. Alright, Berserk on. Oh, I can keep going, I can keep going. If he didn't move. Well, you can see how quickly I got back up. I didn't mean to pop that, but we can see how long I can sustain both. I really hate Leap Slam. I hate it so much. Only reason I'm still using it is I don't want to I'm gonna recolor it. I hate it so much. I'm gonna recolor it. Alright. Real quick. I just need a blue or a green, buddy. Just one blue. One... Yeah, that should work. Berserk. Ancestral War Chief. Get that out of here. What's that, blue or green? Dash. Dash it is. Let's get back in it. Let's sustain. Let's be sustain kings here. Going in, no rage. No, I'm not gonna war cry. I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna punch it. And we are cooking. Tanking slams like it's nobody's business. I did that for the movement speed. Oh, it's right here. Still berserking. Gotta let it run out. Alright, it's out. Let's start from scratch again. There's nothing even there. Or did the balls disappear after they've sucked you off? Well, that was a bit of a dud because he keeps fucking running away like a little bitch. Don't at me, bro. Alright, let's put my damage back on. Clear this out. We saw the sustain. We saw the crazy sustain. Now let's do a little bit of damage and get this W. Could have executed him the whole time with my Cleave, but I chose not to because I forgot. Alright, that's a good spot to stop. I just want to show the sustain possibilities, and with this setup, some things get a little nutty. Let's talk about some things that get a little nutty here. Let's pop out all of this stuff except for Awaken Enhance. So let's pop that Awaken Enhance in there. Let's take, we want it +1 to level. Let's take a look at what I think is going to be real interesting. Real interesting. The damage numbers probably are too low, but double strike of Impaling, right? Double strike of Impaling, that's going to give me 256% increase impale effect. And if I throw one of these on a quality, that's going to give me a total of 309% increased impale effect. Now, the only reason this might be a bit of a dud is the fact that double strike of Impaling's attack damage is 142, and the effectiveness is added damage is only 143, so it's doing very low damage. But the impale effect is so high that if you are a champion, I think you can get up to 12 impales per hit. And then you can go here and you can grab this Impale Mastery for 10% chance on hitting an enemy for all impales on that enemy to last for an additional hit. That means they have a 10% chance to deal 12 impales in one attack. And those 12 impales, as we saw, are doing 309% increased effect. That should be pretty powerful. That should be pretty powerful. But the quality of life is going to be absolute trash. So I don't know exactly how I would play this. If I were guessing, maybe I would play like a dominating blow, double strike of impaling hybrid build. So use dominating blow with impale and auras to give those dominating blow people impale when they hit. But then you gotta scale minion damage. I don't know how to make this work, just because the numbers I think are so low. Maybe it'll work just fine as a champion with 12 impales and enough. But I popped it on for just a quick second as this character, and yeah, it wasn't that powerful. So what else is interesting? Obviously, I think the next build I am doing is going to be Lacerate of Butchering, but I need a two-handed weapon, so I'm probably going to spend a bit of time and love to get my sword, two-handed sword, to get this guy 6-linked. I'm going to do it right here. I'm just going to get it 6-linked. Come on, baby. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. If you go fast enough, you see 6 links, and that's what's important. All right, I 6-linked it now, and I can now use that with Lacerate of Butchering to increase that angle. Now, Lacerate of Butchering, it's not that exciting for the increased quality. I'm just excited about Lacerate of Butchering as a skill in general. The radius isn't that big of a deal for a quality improvement, but Lacerate of Hemorrhaging actually is. And if you can do both Hemorrhage and Impale, that might work out pretty well, because you could throw Lacerate of Hemorrhaging in there, getting 391% more damage with bleeding. That is crazy. Obviously, the Berserker's not the right class for this, but 391% more damage with bleeding is pretty solid. Now, the Berserker might be all right, but I'd have to respec. Right now, I am running these bad boys here to get that extra attack speed, which I'm sure you noticed in the mapping. But if you path back into here to get the 40% more damage, that more damage then also applies to the bleeds. So you can make a bleed berserk work. So that one's pretty interesting. Tornado shot of Cloudburst. What are you? Additional projectiles? 4 additional arrows from quality. Let's pump that quality up. Oh, I love these guys. I love it. Let's risk it. Let's risk it. Oh, 23 to quality. I don't know if that's going to be good or not. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. 26 additional arrows. 26 additional arrows. My dudes. My dudes. Maybe that'll be the next one. Fires 13 arrows. Let's take a look. Let's grab a bow. Let's grab a bow and let's take a look. Did I save a bow? Yes, I did. Tornado shot. Oh, wow. Wow. That is a lot of arrows. That is a lot of arrows. Look at that. That's not exactly the one I wanted, though. Where is my multi-shot? Oh, I haven't bought it yet. I'm very interested in the multi-shot. But that I'm gonna go play with it real quick. I'm just gonna go to Blood Aqueducts. No gems on it. It's like fireworks on them. That's pretty fucking cool looking. Obviously, you need like returning projectiles or something like that. in order to make that bonkers. But I could see that doing some insane single target if you can get returning projectiles to return. Let's just go take a look at what that looks like with returning projectiles. I doubt I got one. I might as well check, though. Monoforge. No, I don't got one. I don't typically play bow builds very often. Return projectiles. Right there. Put that in a quality. Projectile speed. Sure. Why not? Now let's go back into them blood aqueducts. Damn blood aqueducts. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, they returned to me. Weird. So I stand right there. All right, let's see what we got here. I don't have any leech. It looks like it might be overlapping, maybe. Hard to say, hard to say. So that's pretty exciting. But I got a bunch of these red skills and I'm real excited. Earth Shatter of Fragility. Let's take a look at Earth Shatter of Fragility. Let's grab my one sword is all swords real quick. One sword is all swords. Earth Shatter of Fragility. That's a lot of spikes. Are you level max level? You're level 17. We might as well pump you up. Just a few hairs. Pump you up. Level 20. Let's get crazy. 23. Let's do this. That's what I'm talking about. Of course, I wanted it, you know. Create 6 additional fissures, 19 spikes, and an explosion. So let's go back into the blood aqueduct. This is turning into a pseudo check out some of these skills. I didn't intend for that. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of spikes. It would be better with the AoE. I should have preloaded. Hit. Yeah, that's pretty jazzy. That's pretty jazzy indeed. And then we got nothing else in here. Earth Shatter of Prominence. It's got 1 spike. Let's put it on equality. It's got 1 spike. Shattering spike deals 125% more damage. Holy cow, that looks like a single target exploder right there. What kind of quality we got on there? 17 as well. All right, let's see if we can find another essence. Come on now. Does it not explode? I don't really know how this skill works. Looks like it's just the spike that does damage. This version doesn't explode. Well, that's pretty hot. That could be interesting for bosses. I mean, obviously it's not going to be as good as like Ground Slam, which is going to be pretty nutty. Alright, that's enough previews. That's enough previews. I might even cut this from the video. Nah, I don't care. You saw the thing. Anyone watching is watching to see weird shit. So there's some weird shit. There's quite a few others that I have gotten, but I have a few more that need to go. One that interests me is Flicker Strike. 69% chance to gain Frenzy Charge on hit. And it's not even leveled up. So you get another 10%. Yeah, that's pretty slick. That's pretty slick. You can get that chance to gain a Frenzy Charge almost to 100%. And it hits pretty nice because you don't have to worry about getting Frenzy Charges, because sometimes you got to worry about that. So that's pretty interesting with added quality. But a couple of these, the snaking, the quality is not that good. You get extra projectile. I mean, you get extra fissure erupts. That's not, it's kind of cool. Sunder, it just goes too far, so there's not that much benefit. This regular Sunder is great with the 2 extra areas. Maybe add a little quality will make it go farther, but adding too much and you're just wasting it. This one seems very interesting. We pop this in here. Every 5th attack, projectiles deal 2,080% more damage with hits and ailments. Stack attack speed, attack a bunch, hit with this, win the game. Seems like that's what's going to happen. You're going to hit with that, it's going to win the game. But right now, I am all physical damage and impale, so I will not be touching that anytime soon. Where? Ground Slam. This one seems pretty great. 119% more damage to closer targets. That is a lot more damage. That is excellent. Especially because I got all that attack speed, and more damage is exactly what I need. So that could be pretty cool. I think that's all that's really interesting. The Cyclone, the damage is still too low, but you put this in there, and you do get 32% more attack speed per stage. And with 32% more attack speed per stage, and this having 6 stages, that is like a lot. 180, 172? If I did my math right, 172% more attack speed. I'm gonna pull that. I'm gonna try that out. More attack speed. And that's it. We'll just do those 2. I know I said I was done, but I'm not. Whoops. I was just gonna go into a regular map, but I forgot I did the boss. So let's head to the Blood Aqueducts. Hopefully I don't kill things too quickly. It is Cyclone, so it's not going to be doing any damage. It's going to be full Z DPS. So let's get rid of all this stuff too, so we're even lower DPS. I'll keep evasion on. Okay, let's go to the Cyclone. Attacks per second. 7, 8, 14, 21, 25, 28, 32, 33. 33 attacks per second. That is a lot of attacks per second. 38 attacks per second. I would imply those impales very rapidly. There doesn't seem to be a delay when you first do it. You can kind of... That's nice. You can just kind of run through them with this. I don't know if it's this specifically. Well, that's pretty handy. Man, I might have a Cyclone build in my future. A dedicated Cyclone build. Not a Cyclone Shockwave, just pure Cyclone. Damage is still probably not good enough. But that attack speed does go pretty crazy. I should have looked at the DPS. Okay, flat DPS. We are looking at... Well, let's get the rage back up. We got 17,000. Jeez. I could put that on a different button. And then I'd put that on W. Then I can hold it and view it. But now I'm running out of rage again. Either way, that is a big increase in damage. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Lot of interesting stuff to play, to test out. Not enough time, not enough currency. Time and currency, big limiting factors of all my testing. I will check you guys later. That's everything I wanted to show. Peace.